Question number 39 of the PhilNITS FE morning portion of the exam. In this question, we are being asked, which of the following is an explanation of the reverse engineering of software? Okay, this question, I ended up choosing the wrong answer because the right answer is supposed to be letter B. Now, let's see why it's letter B and not the other answers. First, C and D, I thought C and D wouldn't be the correct answers because, for example, letter C is saying that the internal structure of the software is changed without any change to the externally observed behavior. I think this is not necessarily reverse engineering because you could change the external behavior as well if you are doing some kind of reverse engineering. What about letter D? The source code is automatically generated from the design information by a development support tool. I think that this is not necessarily needed to do reverse engineering, although it would be quite useful. So even though it's useful, it's not necessary for something like reverse engineering. What about A? Why did I choose A? The entire software is reconstructed after the existing software is analyzed and understood. I think the problem was the entire software is reconstructed. The part about analyzing the software, I think that's necessary to do reverse engineering, but reconstructing the entire software seems to be too much. And maybe what I thought was this part, existing software is analyzed, understood, and we don't necessarily need to reconstruct the entire software. I think maybe that's how I understood the statement. So I thought that it would be A, but in fact it's supposed to be B because B is saying that the existing software is analyzed, just like here, and its specification and structure are clarified. I think maybe it's because here you're not recreating something. You just analyze the software and then clarify the specification and structure, but you're not creating something. It could be a reproduction of the original software or using the know-how to create another software. And yet this is the correct answer. So I thought that really once you've analyzed something, you would want to do something with it, right? And it turns out that if you just analyzed it and clarified the specification and structure, that would be reverse engineering of software already according to the answer for this question. Now I think that if we observe something and we don't have the source code, it's not available to us, then there might be a leeway to create software that may not necessarily be classified negatively as reverse engineering. For example, you observed this type of maybe user interface that is fundamental to a software in this day and age. For instance, you have a button here, and then you can click the button, and then it would do some kind of behavior. So there would be a certain level of features that in this day and age pretty much anyone can use those components and not be labeled as someone who is reverse engineering a software, and in a way that is thought of as negative. Okay, so again, the correct answer for 39 is B. Just analyzing existing software and clarifying its specification structure are sufficient explanation of reverse engineering of software.